CLR parsing. In CLR1 and LALR1, it uses the canonical collection of LR1 items. Both canonical LR and LALR, they use the canonical collection of LR1 items. LR1 items are nothing but LR0 item plus look ahead. Uh, what is LR0 item? LR0 item is nothing but in your grammar, to the right hand side of the grammar, adding a dot to the your like starting of your right hand side grammar, adding a dot to the grammar is called as a LR0 item. Along with that, you need to add the look ahead symbol. So we'll see how we'll add the look ahead symbol. In LR0, reduce is written in the full row, whereas in SLR1, reduce is written in follow of P. Whereas in this CLR and LALR, reduce is written only on the look ahead items. We already discussed in different types of LR parsers. Everything will be same except the parsing table. In the parsing table only we have the variation in different types of LR parsers. In CLR parsing as well as in LALR parsing, reduce is written only on the look ahead items. So how to calculate the look ahead symbol? To calculate the look ahead symbol, if a grammar is in the form of A tends to alpha dot B beta, then look ahead is equal to first of beta. You need to consider if a grammar is in this format, assume that if a grammar is in this format, then look ahead of this grammar is nothing but first of beta. Okay, we'll see one example, then you will have a clear idea. For example, consider the grammar S tends to A tends to A tends to B. So the first step in all the LR parsers is, first step is write the augmented production. So augmented production is written as, we need to introduce a new symbol with the starting production. Okay, S dash tends to S. Then the second step is write the canonical collection. So in canonical collection in CLR1, we are using canonical collection of LR1 items. Okay, so first you need to place like a dot symbol at the first position for every production in grammar, and also add the look ahead symbol. Okay, so now we'll calculate the look ahead symbol. So for the given grammar, first we need to write the augmented production, that is S dash tends to S. Okay, and next S dash tends to A tends to A tends to B. Okay, first step we have completed, writing of augmented production. Second step is writing of canonical items. So canonical items are nothing but here you need to write LR0 items plus look ahead symbol. So LR0 item is nothing but placing a dot in front of the productions of the right side grammar. So the right side grammar here is S, in place of that you need to place a dot. Okay, so in this way you need to write the LR0 items, and next you need to add the look ahead symbols. So how to take the look ahead symbols? So for every augmented production, the look ahead symbol is, for every augmented production, the look ahead symbol is dollar. Okay, according to this formula also we can write, if the grammar is in the form of A tends to alpha dot B beta, then the look ahead is equal to first of beta. Okay, so here this grammar, assume here it is in the form of A tends to alpha dot B beta. Here alpha is epsilon, B is S, and beta here nothing is there, so we are assuming it as dollar. So first of dollar is dollar itself. So here it is the look ahead symbol for S dash tends to dot S is dollar. In the same way you need to consider for all this. Okay, so for example, consider this A tends to dot AA. So it is in the form of A tends to alpha dot B beta. So here we will write here alpha is equal to epsilon, B is equal to A, and beta is equal to capital A. So then look ahead is nothing but first of beta. So in beta what we have here? A. So first of A. First of A is nothing but what? The terminals which we have in the right hand side, those are considered as first of that production. So first of A is nothing but what are the terminals we have here? Small a and small b. So A, B. Okay. So these are the look ahead symbols for A. Clear? So now, so first of S is nothing but first of A, and first of A is equal to A by B. So for first of S and for first of A, the look ahead symbols are A and B. And why we are using this look ahead symbol is, the look ahead symbols are used to determine that where we need to place the final item. Clear? So we have written the canonical collection of LR0 items, and we have written this look ahead symbols. So the look ahead symbol always add dollar symbol for the argument production. For every argument production, the look ahead symbol is dollar. Okay. And so as I mentioned you here, the difference in all the LR parsers will be in the parsing table. That is where we need to write the reduce. So here in CLR parsing, we will be writing reduce only on the look ahead items. So for that, to write reduce, what we need to do, reduce is nothing but if one state is not going to another state, then we call it as a reduce. If that state has been stopped, if one grammar has been stopped in that particular state, and if it is not moving to some other state, then it is called as, then we call it as a reduce. We use reduce there. So for that, what you need to do, for the given grammar, place the numbers accordingly. So the given grammar is S tends to A tends to AA, and A tends to B. So for S tends to AA, we are assigning the number as 1, and A tends to AA, we are assigning the number 2, and A tends to B, we are assigning the number 3. So when for this 1, I am writing as reduce 1, for this 2, I am writing as reduce 2, and 3 I am writing as reduce 3. Okay. So where, in which state we are looking at this grammar, there you need to place the reduce. So reduce is written only on the look ahead items. Okay. So the next step is drawing of data flow diagram. So data flow diagram is nothing but whatever the grammar we have taken, that you need to take. That is S dash tends to dot S, S tends to dot A tends to dot AA, and A tends to dot B. Along with that, you need to place the look ahead symbols also, that is dollar, dollar, A by B, A by B. So this I am considering as state I naught. Now what we need to do, we need to reduce this, the dot should be placed to the end of this right side symbol. Until then, you need to reduce all these grammar. So now on all the symbols, you need to do the same procedure. So first we are going to start with S. So I naught on state S. So what it happens? It happens S dash tends to, what we need to do, this dot you need to shift to the end of your grammar. So it becomes as S dot. So it becomes as S dot, comma, your look ahead symbol dollar. And next we have S dash tends to dot AA. So on symbol A, you need to do on symbol A. So I naught on symbol A. So what it becomes? S tends to A. This dot is shifted to next. Only we can shift only one symbol at a time. So A dot A, comma, look ahead symbol dollar. So whenever there is any non-terminal after dot, we need to write all the productions of that particular grammar. So for A, we are having this production. So this productions also should be written here. That is A tends to dot AA and A tends to dot B. So here there is a difference. You should not write the look ahead symbols from this state. We need to write the look ahead symbols in the existing state itself. In this state, what is the look ahead symbol we have? That look ahead symbol only we need to write here. You should not write the look ahead symbols from the previous state from which we are taking the non-terminal symbols. From there, you should not write the look ahead symbols. That you need to remember here. And next, in the next grammar we are doing on state, like on the symbol small a. So I naught on small a, so it becomes as a tends to a. So this dot is shifted here, so it becomes as a dot a comma look ahead symbol a by b. So here also after dot we have a non-terminal. If we have a non-terminal, we need to write all the productions of that non-terminal. So for non-terminal we have the productions a tends to dot a and a tends to dot b. So here the look ahead symbol you need to write what we have here in this particular state. In this particular state, what the look ahead symbol we have, that you need to write. So the look ahead symbol you need to write as a by b and a by b. So this I am naming as state I3, and this is completed. And next is this production a tends to dot b. So when I apply like I naught on state b, so what it becomes, a tends to, so this dot is shifted here, so it becomes as b dot comma our look ahead symbol a by b. So this I am naming as state I4. Okay, so whatever the productions are there in I naught, in everything we have performed. Now let's go to these states. We need to check whether the dot is placed at the end of each production or not. So coming to state I1, dot is placed at the end of the production. There is no need to move this one to other state. So I1 state is been completely done. Next, moving to I2 state. So in I2 state there are some productions which need to be shifted. So let's do that. So S tends to A dot A. So I naught on A. So I naught on A, what it becomes, S tends to, this dot is shifted here. So it becomes as A dot, comma, look ahead symbol dollar. So this has been completely done. This I am naming as state I5. And next coming to this. So I2 on state small a. So what it becomes, a tends to, this dot is shifted here. So a tends to a dot a comma look ahead symbol dollar. So here after dot we have a non-terminal. So it means that we need to write all the productions of this non-terminal. That is a tends to dot a and a tends to dot b. A tends to dot a and a tends to dot b. The look ahead symbol you need to write what look ahead symbol we have in this state, that we need to write here. So we have dollar as a look ahead symbol here. So that dollar you need to write here. Okay, and next here this is completed. And next this one, a tends to dot b. So you need to shift this dot here. So it becomes as I2 on state b. It becomes as a tends to b dot and look ahead symbol dollar. This I am naming as state I7. And next, so this state coming to I3. So in I3 we have a tends to a dot a. This a dot should be shifted here. So I3 on state capital A. So it becomes as I3 on state capital A. It becomes as a tends to a. This dot will be shifted here. That is a dot. And the look ahead symbol a by b you need to write here. Okay, so this I am naming as state I8. Okay, and next a tends to dot a comma a by b. So this dot should be shifted here. So what it becomes, a tends to a dot capital A comma a by b. So already this is there in state I3 only. So I am drawing a self loop here on state small a, on symbol small a. And coming to the next one, a tends to dot b comma a by b. So if you shift this dot here, it becomes as a tends to b dot comma a by b. So it is already there in state I4. So I am drawing a transition to state I4 on symbol b. Okay, and now so these all have been completed. So I6 state, in I6 state we have here still the dot has been not been shifted to the last of the production. So let's shift here, a tends to a dot a comma dollar. So if we shift this dot here, so it becomes as a tends to a dot. So it becomes as a dot. Okay, So on capital A, if you are doing, it becomes as A dot comma dollar. So right here, A tends to A dot comma look ahead symbol dollar. This I am naming as state I9. So this is been completely done. Now coming to this, A tends to dot A comma dollar. So here this dot is shifted here, so it becomes as A tends to A dot A comma dollar. So it is already there in this same state. So I am drawing a self loop here over symbol A. And next one is A tends to dot B comma dollar. So it becomes as A tends to, this dot is been shifted here, it becomes as A tends to B dot comma dollar. So that is already there in state I7. So I am drawing a transition to this on state small b. Okay, so this is the data flow diagram, and then you need to draw a parsing table. So parsing table is same how we do for LR0. So we have here states, action and go to. In action you need to write only the terminals, in go to we need to write the non-terminals, and states are nothing but whatever the states we have taken here, I0, I1, I2, so on till how many states we have, that you need to write here. So states we have considered from I0 to I9. So you need to write all the states, I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, I7, I8 and I9. Now action, in action you need to write all the terminals. So what all terminals we have here, small a, small b and dollar. Terminals are nothing but lowercase letters. So small a, small b and dollar. Okay, special symbols are also considered as terminals. And go to, in go to we need to consider only the non-terminals. So what are the non-terminals we have here, S and A. So S and A has been written here. So in action column we will be using shift. Here S is nothing but shift. Here you need to use shift. And in go to you need to just write down the number there. Okay, let's see now. I0 on symbol A. So this is I0 state. I0 on symbol A. I0 on symbol A. Where it is moving? It is moving to state I3. So you need to write here I3. In place of I, what we need to do here? S. S is nothing but shift. So shift 3. Next, I0 on state B. So I0 on state B, where it is moving to state I4. So you need to write here as S4. And next I1 on state small a and small b, we don't have anything. And I1 on dollar, it is mandatory, you need to write accept. I1 on dollar, we need to write accept. Next, coming to state I2. So I2 on small a. So I2 on small a. I2 on small a, it is moving to state I6. So I2 on small a, it is moving to state I6. So I have written as S6. And I2 on small b. I2 on small b, it is moving to state I7. So I have written here S7. And I3 on small a. I3 on small a, self loop we have, that is in state I3. So we need to write S3. And I3 on symbol small b, it is moving to state I4. So you need to write S4. Next, I4. So I4, it is not moving anywhere. That means the dot is placed to the end of the production. That means we need to apply reduce here. So reduce, we have written the numbers accordingly. So A tends to B dot. So A tends to B dot. Check here. A tends to B dot. So we have written as reduce 3. And reduce 3 should be placed only on the look ahead symbols. So the look ahead symbols are nothing but A and B. For this, the look ahead symbols, what are the look ahead symbols? A and B. So in symbol A and on symbol B, you need to write reduce 3. And next, I5. Check state I5. So I5 state is S tends to AA. So this is also not moving to any other state. So you need to write here also reduce. So S tends to AA. So S tends to AA, what we have written here? S tends to AA. We have written reduce 1. Okay, so reduce 1, where we need to write reduce 1, you need to write in the look ahead symbol. What is the look ahead symbol here? Dollar. So in place of dollar, in state I5, you need to write reduce 1. And next I6, state I6. I6 on small a, it is moving in the same state, that is self loop, so you need to write S6. And I6 on small b, it is moving to state I9, so here you need to write S9. So here I6 S6, and on small b, it is moving to state I7. I6 on small b, it is moving to state I7, so you need to write S7. So here you need to write S7. Next, coming to state I7. See here, state I7. So state I7, it is not moving to any other state. So it means A tends to B dot. So check, you need to write here reduce. So A tends to B dot. So what is the, we have written here R3. So we need to write reduce 3. Where you need to write the reduce 3? In the look ahead symbol. What is the look ahead symbol here? Dollar. So I7, in place of dollar, you need to write reduce 3. Next I8. Coming to state I8. So state I8, it is also not moving to any other state. So it is A tends to AA dot. So see what is the number we have assigned for this grammar. A tends to AA dot. So A tends to AA dot, what we have given? Reduce 2. So reduce 2, where we need to write in the look ahead symbols here A and B. So I8 state, you need to write reduce 2 in the symbols A and B. And next I9. So check the state I9. So I9 is also not moving anywhere, so we need to write reduce. If the state is moving from one state to other state, then we need to write shift. If it is not moving anywhere, we need to write reduce. So here in I9, it is the production is A tends to AA dot. So A tends to AA dot, we have given the number as R2. So R2, where we need to write in the look ahead symbol dollar. So I9 state, in the dollar we need to write R2. So all these terminals have been completed. Now let's see the non-terminals. So in this non-terminals, you need to write only the number here. So I0 on capital S. I0 on capital S. It is moving to state I1. So just only this number we need to write here. So 1. I0 on capital S, 1. I0 on capital A, it is moving to state I2. So you need to write the number 2. So I0 on capital A, 2. Next, I2 on capital S. See, check here. I2 on capital S, we don't have anything. So I2 on capital A, it is moving to state I5. So just write this, only the number. I2 on capital A, 5. I2 on capital A, 5. Next I3. Check state I3. So I3 on capital A, it is moving to 8. I3 on S, it is not moving anywhere. So I3 on capital A, we need to write 8. I3 on capital A, write 8. Next I4. So where is I4? I4, it is not moving anywhere. Next I5. I5 also, it is not moving anywhere. Next I6 also we don't have anything. Next I7. Where is I7? So I7 is also not moving anywhere. Next I8. So I8 is also not moving anywhere. Next I9 is also not moving anywhere. Okay, so next, so this is how we write, like see here on I6. On I6, we have I6 on capital A, it is moving to state I9. So I6 on capital A, it is moving to state I9. So write here 9. So this is how we construct CLR1 parsing table. And next we need to parse the given input string. That is same as previous, how we do from this table only. You need to parse the given input string, same as for LR0. How we do the parsing, in the same way you can do for this also. This is all about CLR parsing. parsing the input string. So same as how we do for LR 0, we do the same as here also. So we use stack, input and action. So we are considering the input as double A double B. Okay, so in the stack, first we are going to insert dollar, and 0 is nothing but the states we have started from I0, so we are considering as state 0 here. Now let's check the actions what we need to write here. So 0 on small a, so we need to check from the parsing table. So 0 on small a, we have shift 3. So we need to write shift 3. What we need to shift here? This symbol A. So that's the reason we wrote here shift A3. So A3 is being shifted here. Then the stack becomes as $0 A3. So here they as the from the input this is being shifted. The remaining input should be written here. That is A double B dollar. And action you need to check now. So how we need to check the action? This 3 on small a, 3 on small a, 3 on small a, shift 3. So 3 on small a, shift, what we are shifting here? A. Okay, symbol A. So you need to write shift A3. This A will be shifted here. Okay, then remaining what are symbols here? B, B dollar. Now the action 3 on small b, 3 on small b, we have shift 4. So 3 on small b, we have shift, what we are shifting here? What symbol? B, B4. So this B4 will be shifted here. Then this input will become, this will be reduced. So this will only we have B dollar. So now right check the action. 4 on B. So 4 on B. 4 on B, what we have? Reduce R3. So reduce R3. R3 in the R3 grammar, what we have? A tends to B. Now this B will be replaced with this capital A. Now check the this number also we need to write now. So that number, for that number check like this. A3 on small, 3 on this capital A. So 3 on capital A. We have 8. So write the number 8 here. Now 8 on B. 8, state 8 on B, we have R2. State 8 on B, we have reduce R2. In R2 we have the production A tends to AA. So this AA will be replaced with capital A. So the number how we need to write? 0 on A. 0 on A, it is 2. So write 2 here. Now 2 on B. So 2 on B, what we have? 2 on B, shift 7. So 2 on B, we have shift, what we are shifting here? B7, shift B7. So this B7 will be shifted here. Then the input will become only the dollar. Now check 7 on dollar. 7 on dollar, it is reduce R3. So 7 on dollar, it becomes reduce R3. In that the production is A tends to B. So in place of this B, we are going to replace this with capital A. So this B is being replaced with capital A. So the number you need to write now. How we to write the number? 2 on capital A. So check 2 on capital A, 5. 2 on capital A, what it is? 5. Now check 5 on dollar. So 5 on dollar, reduce R1. Reduce R1. In R1 the production is S tends to AA. So this AA will be replaced with capital S. And now the number is 0 on S. 0 on capital S, 1. So write the number 1. Now check 1 on dollar. 1 on dollar, accept. So you need to write accept. Then the string is accepted. This is how we parse the input string.